everyone. Habari zenu mkoaje? Hope you are doing good. I'm sorry I was a bit late, but here we are. This is your number one channel in the United States of America. My name is Shiko Hope, and I welcome you to today's show. Today is a day like no other because we have a guest in the house, and the title can tell it all who we have. Yeah, today I'll not be by myself. Today I have a company. And let me not talk much. Let me bring my guest up so she can share with us her experience because it is so interesting. Welcome one, welcome all. Share this video, like, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to this channel. And let me introduce our guest today. And here she is in count of 1, 2, 3. Talang! Edina Simons. Now umemute mama.
Thank you so much. You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you so much for welcoming me, Shiko Hope TV USA.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edina. Is it Edina or Edina? Unajua huko Amerika majina.
Yeah, everyone doesn't know how to pronounce my name, especially here. So, but I accept any. So it depends. So you can call me Edina, Edina, Edna. So any.
Edna.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, Sasa Edna, welcome to this show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much to be one of the support fans on this channel.
I really appreciate.
Now we want to hear from you because we want to know you more. At the background there, we can see so many medals.
Yep.
Your outfit can tell it all. So let us know you. Let us know you. Introduction.
Thank you so much, Shiko Hope, and everyone. I've seen so many people tune in even before we started the show, and they were saying, "Hey, Shiko Hope." I wanted to say maybe Shiko Hope is watching news in Kenya, but thank you so much for everyone who was just tuning in. My name's Mrs. Edna Simons, God-fearing, wow, hardworking, goal-oriented, walking tall, warrior spirit. All this kind of stuff, you know, it's I always take this to God. Really, it's all the journey that I've gone through. It's really God, and I thank Him so much. So I'm from Nandi County. Maybe Shiko Hope, you know there.
Yes, I know that county.
Yep. So I came from Nandi County, Jesume sub-county, in an area called Koigaro. It's within Del Mokwa there. So I schooled in primary school, that is Ndonyongaria Primary School, a very long Maasai name. It originated from the Maasai, and then later on I went to Itigo Girls Secondary School, just a walking distance from my home. I didn't board a vehicle when I was going to school, so it's just neighboring school, the primary school and the high school.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to continue further or just...
Yes.
Okay, so I was born in a family of 11. My dad is a retired teacher for primary school. My mom is an entrepreneur. And can you imagine being born in a family of 11? I'm the one in the middle. I'm the sixth born. So in our family, in our culture, we say sere, meaning we are a large family. So my brothers and sisters are in different places. So I don't know where. Is it okay to touch on that?
You can just tell us more about yourself because we want to know more about you.
Yeah, sure. So after my high school, in primary school, I was in sports. I was involved in volleyball and athletics. And what made me to join Itigo Girls was because of the volleyball. volleyball and also running, because I did running a bit. But in Form 3, that's when I realized that sports can take you to somewhere, because they were my seniors who were ahead of me, and they went ahead to join the national team for Kenya. That was a junior national team. And when they came back to the school, they looked different. They look wearing the Kenyan colors, and I'm like, whoa. So this is something good. So I started, okay, let me just concentrate on volleyball alone when I was in Form 3. And it was a great opportunity to get even somebody, a coach from Japan, who was coming for, they usually call them volunteers. And she saw the interest in me, and also my high school teacher, that is Miss Dina Keter, whatever she is, I really thank her so much. So she saw the talent in me, and that's when now I majored on that. Our school represented schools in the nationals. We won the nationals in for high school, and then later on, after my high school, that was 99. I don't know where she go, where you are at that time. So I finished my high school in 99 and went. I didn't even go home. Can you imagine? I don't know where my school, my high school box where it was, because the my coach from Japan took me to Nairobi. And I didn't have any relative in Nairobi or anyone. I remember we went up to the Japanese dormitory. You know, they cannot allow foreign. Like now, I was a foreigner. You know, that is Japanese dormitory was only for Japanese people who are in the country in Kenya. So I was taken to one of the places to stay, and then later on, I reported to KCB, that is the Kenya Commercial Bank team for volleyball. But, you know, KCB were not offering a place to stay. And they also called me to Kenya Pipeline. Kenya Pipeline by then has some accommodations in Embakasi Estate near the airport there. So that is where I went to stay with one of the coaches now. She was then a player, that is Coach Esther Jepkuske. I stayed in her place. She welcomed me so well. I didn't have a shoe. Can you imagine the Japanese lady bought for me the North Star. If you remember the North Star, that at that time it was a very good one, and that is what I started training with. And when I went to Pipeline, things changed a bit, because I went playing for Kenya Pipeline team, and I represented them also in the club championship. I remember we won one in Algeria. The other we were runners up, and then later on now I was spotted by the KDF. So the KDF had 2002, 2002 they had the Africa Military Games in Nairobi, and by then they didn't have a volleyball team. So they were recruiting. That was now 2001. So they were recruiting players from different clubs like KCB, Kenya Pipeline, and some of the clubs that was there by then. So they approached me when I was in the training, and the coach was like, I told the coach, you know, those guys look like they wear this uniform of theirs. They have something on their the clothes they are wearing. The car that came there, that was a Land Rover with some leaves, green leaves on it. I was like, no, I'm not going there. It seems like these people stay in the forest, you know. So the coach was like, Edna, at the moment in Pipeline, they're not really giving out a job. So he told me, it's a good opportunity. You can just pop in and you will be good to go. So my parents and my brothers and sisters, they didn't know even I had decided that. So we went for the recruitment, and that is how I joined the military.
Wow. You are very young, right?
Yes, imagine that after high school, 99, then I stayed 2000 with the KCB and then Kenya Pipeline, and then now joining the Ulinzi team. And also, by then I was also called again to the national team for Kenya. So it was a great time. So I usually say I didn't go through so many hassles, because I think also God in me was the one also directing me, and I usually pray a lot and give him my life to take it the way he knows, you know.
He wants, yeah. To drive it.
Yes.
Wow. So now you have joined the KDF.
Yes.
Take us through that process, because we are now heading to the part of this story.
Okay, Shika, thank you so much. And I really appreciate for the fans that are following us. Thank you so much for tuning in. When we went to the recruiting center that was in Langata Barracks, it's really a tedious progress. And we had several people. We had several, because that was the time really the KDF was recruiting so many sports disciplines. That is basketball, volleyball, athletics, cross country. What was the other one? I think those were the only teams that were supposed to be in the military games that was coming the following year. We were recruited in August. That was 2001, and the military games was to happen the next year. That was 2002. So they were really preparing so hard. When other forces come from other countries, they would want to see the host, who are the host. So they were really anxious to know that. And I really thank the KDF for that opportunity, because so many people were recruited, and we went for training. Before first I went for training, nobody knew that. My parents, my brothers and sisters, nobody knew that I was joining the military, because by then, Shigo, you remember, way back we had this call box, and there was no call box at our home there in in Koigaro area, whereby we got even electricity last year. Can you imagine?
What?
So this call box that people used to make a line to wait for to call, but I had to call no one. So I went through the process in Langata, and I was among the six people that we were recruited on the same time for volleyball, both men and women. We had around, I think, 4 men. I can't remember really so well, but we had the other discipline guys also from discipline sports. We were there together. So then after that same day, the way you sit there, the sun, you don't have like anyway, you understand, if you have ever gone to the military recruitment, I think one was happening even the other day. So you find so many stuff, but we thank God. So later on that day, we were released, and we were told to come the next day to continue with the medicals and all this other stuff you have. That is something else that people don't understand. You have to go through the medicals, and the medicals sometimes it's details. Some you have to remove your old clothes to check if you have any defect on your body and all that. So we went through the next day. Then now my brother is also a military. By then he was a military officer also. So I had to contact him. He was staying at Embakasi Garrison there. So I told him when he came, I said, you know what, I've been recruited in the military. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, yeah, I have the letter. So he was like, will that accept? I said, I don't know. Even me, I know what is there is that I'm going to play volleyball, but this other side, I don't know. I don't know the side of it. And he was like, will you go through the training well? I said, I think I'm a sports lady. But when you are going for training, you are not in sports, or you are not running or anything. So you went when you are just a whole of you, you are not training in any way. So I went. Then he said, okay, you go home and inform Dad about it. Because I know Dad could not even accept it anyway, because Dad wanted me to be a teacher. And it was like, you have to go. There was this college, Kaimosi Teachers College. Wanted me to go to Kaimosi Teachers College. So I arrived home, and I know the first thing, we were given out. I went to the Kenya Pipeline. I reported to my coach and the management that I've been given an opportunity. I have already a calling letter to join the KDF. So please release me to go and prepare myself at home. So I went like that. So when I arrived home, when I was home, I was really like, how do I start? That kind of, and then my brother again had given me that kind of like, I'm not sure if Dad will accept on this. And I said, okay, let me try. So when I was at home the first day, I didn't want to tell anyone. So I stayed like for 2 days and something, when you have that something driving you, you're like, can I say it or not? So Then I told mom was in the kitchen, and I was like, Mom, I have something that I want to tell you. So then she said, what? I said, okay, I've gotten a calling letter for the military. I'm supposed to report this such and such a day. And she was like, what? You cannot join the military. But then I told mom, the only thing that I'm going there is just to play volleyball. I want to convince mom. So then mom was like, okay, hey, so where do we start telling dad? And I was like, you start it. Me, I cannot start it. So mom had to go speak to dad, but dad was like, no, she's not reporting to KDF, because my brother went through a lot during the training, and dad was called to go and see him because he was going through a rough time there in the training in RTS. So, but now dad was thinking, okay, now she's a lady, how is she going to do this? So then I told that, okay, no problem, let me just try. But I had to sneak out, by the way. I had to sneak out to go for the training. I was very determined. I don't know. Anyway, that's how I am. So I was very determined. And I told my brother, our firstborn, who has a place in Eldoret. He used to work in Eldoret before, and he had a house there. So I told my brother, we will sneak out before that same day, maybe 2 days too. And then I'll be able to report when I'm there, because if dad sees me now, he might even say no. So we went with my brother, and then we reported with my brother to the training. So that is how it was.
That's how you joined the Kenyan Defense Forces.
Yes. So the process it's not only the calling letter that determines that you're already inside there, because on arrival again, you have to go through the same stuff, the medicals. You're supposed to go through like your academic qualifications for high school. They're supposed to check it again if they're through and all that. And then they're supposed to check again for the letter. Is it the letter? The letter is really the real one or a fake one? Because nowadays there are some people, we've gotten a lot of stories that some people can give you some money and so all these kinds of stuff. So when you arrive, that is the first thing you go through. Then now the training starts.
Wow.
And
Now,
we were lucky at our time, we went like 6 months. Nowadays it's 9 months.
9 months. So
Yeah.
you took shorter.
No, it was in the as per the rules for KDF. By then it was only 6 months training. That was mandatory for 6 months training, but now it's 9 months. They have included so many other stuff, so that's why they had to broaden a bit the time.
Now, after the training, where were you posted?
After the training was good. We had to go through so many assaults there, some frog jumps, some training. The detailed part of it is when you are in the desert area. That is the Lord War, Marigat, and the other sites. So, but we thank God we went through all that. And then after the pass out, I was posted to Kahawa Garrison headquarters in Nairobi. I really salute everyone in Kahawa Garrison. That is the place that nurtured me to be who I am today, and I really thank my bosses so much. So that is how it is. So I went to Garrison headquarters. That was where I was posted, the main headquarters, and because now as a volleyball player, we didn't really stay in the barracks so much, because we were now preparing for the Africa military games that was to happen that same time, because it was like we passed out in the February, and then immediate there was now the military games. So we went for training, and we were camping at KU, and we had a lot of training preparing for the Africa military games.
Now, we can see so many medals.
Yep.
So, can you take us through what are those? Niza kukimbia, niza volleyball, niza nini?
Okay, a half of it on this side is for my husband. A half of it on the other side is mine. So I participated, you know, after the military. Now, when I came to the military, now we had the African military games, played for the, I think, another African military games in Burundi. We had the World Military Games in Canada. And then now the Ulinzi team, as a volleyball team, we were again participating in the National League for Kenya. So the national leagues for Kenya, we were sometimes winners, sometimes, okay, I think we didn't win the league. Yeah, I won the league when I was playing for KCB. Somebody's texting, sorry. I won the league when I was playing for KCB, because in between our team for the military was not really that intact. So after the African military games, the team was dissolved. So I went back now, because I was again playing for the national team. I went back to play for Kenya Commercial Bank. And sometimes we were winners in the commercial bank, especially on the Africa Military, not Africa Club Championship. We won for KCB in Mauritius. We were third in other club championships. And then again in Kenya Pipeline, I told you we won the club championship again in Algeria. So all these medals are for all these championships.
Oh.
Now for the national team, represented Kenya in the World Cup for both indoor and beach volleyball. And then World Championship, also I participated in World Championship in Japan, World Cup also in Japan, World Championship for beach volleyball in Russia. And then now the All Africa Games. Can you imagine participating in All Africa Games for 3 times? And you know, it's after every 4 years. So can you imagine all those kind of stuff? And now it's not only the indoor volleyball, I was also playing the beach volleyball.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. That's why you see all that. When I came to the US, I said I cannot carry the whole trophies, you know.
So
the big ones. The big ones, so they are at home. So these ones, you know, they are not heavy. So and this one, when I look at them, when I'm always here in the office, I look at them and it takes me back where I've come from and what is ahead of me. So that drives me every other time.
Wow, you just told us half of them are yours and half of them are your husband's.
Yes.
We shall come to your husband now.
Shiko, I'm here for you the whole day and our fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like Chico Hope, subscribe, like, and share this video. It's always great to know somebody's journey. You can get inspired. You can get something that you want to do in life. And we will share more on some of the stuff here and also in Kenya.
Oh yes, oh yes. I can see people are still liking. Oh my goodness. 50 people watching and only 17 likes. As you are saying,
Please.
those likes. Give us those likes, please. Now, Edna.
Yes, please.
At what point did you work at the First Lady's office?
First of all, in the national team for when I was in KDF, I was also the captain of the team, and I had so many other roles. So when I came to the national team for Kenya, I was also at one point a captain, and at one point the assistant captain. At one point, the coach, a trainer, that is for the national team, that is the Malkia Strikers, with the head coach, David Lungaho, Coach Kirongo, and I was the trainer. But I didn't stay so much there. Immediately, I was given to be the team manager for the team at that time for Malkia Strikers. So when the First Lady was training for London Marathon and First Ladies Marathon, that always happens in Kenya. So there was a time when I was the team manager, she came to Kasarani to train. And, you know, for me, I like running every morning. So she found me in the truck alone, you know. And by then I was the team manager. I was not playing by then the national team. So the team were just relaxing because we had a match for Africa Cup of Nations that time in Kasarani. So they were relaxing and I was training outside there. So I met the first lady and the group, and she was like, Edna, how are you? What are you doing yourself? So I don't know where she got my name. So and that was 2014, yeah. 2014. So I was because they were preparing for the First Ladies Marathon at in Nairobi. So I was told by the PA to link up with the team, the women's team that were training in Parklands at around 5 a.m. They usually train at 5 a.m. So I had to every morning. I leave my team because we were residential at Kasarani. I used to go to Parklands by 5 o'clock. I trained with women there, the women that they were participating in the First Ladies Marathon. So after the marathon, now the London Marathon came in. So and we were still together. So then that time when we finished the national team assignment, I went back home. So when I was home, the First Lady was in Eldoret, and they were training for the London Marathon. So and they were stationed in State House in Eldoret. So I text the PA and said, "Hey, I can see you guys are in Eldoret, and I'm at home. Maybe I can come join you and train." Then she said, "Yeah, Edna, you're welcome, and please bring for us mursik." So by then I did, mursik, the my husband, I don't want to say, but he calls that mursik spoiled milk, but it's not. That is how he calls it, but that is our milk. And so we didn't have, by then I asked mom, and we didn't have, you have to prepare it nicely. So I went to join them in training. So we had a lot of trainings in a 10. I didn't go the one in Kaptagat. I was mainly in a 10. So, and she didn't know by then that I was in the military, but then later on she knew that I was in the military because there was a time one of the officers that was heading the lead back when we were training had a problem with the hip. And, somebody has to be ahead of the First Lady. So then the guy called me and we had to let him go to the vehicle so that he can be attended to. So when I was leading the pack, then the First Lady asked, and Edna is very strong and all this. Why is she like this? So then one of the guys there told her that, did you know that Edna is a military officer? So, so it started there. So, and then when they were heading to Sagana State Lodge, because now they were on the last training part of the marathon. So when they were preparing to leave, me, I was on my own stuff back home. I was on my holiday because after the hectic stuff for the national team and all that, I was on off. So then the PA told me, you're supposed to go with the team. I said, where am I supposed to go with the team? So she said, no, the First Lady has just asked that you join the team to Sagana, and we are leaving this evening. So when she said that, I thought maybe we are using the vehicles to Nairobi, so to Sagana, sorry, but it was the private plane for the president. That is. So for me as a military person, and by then with my rank, I'm not allowed to enter the president's flight. So it was really that kind of thing. Then the plane arrived and I was like, I don't know where to start, So when they usually have women singing on at the airport there, so they sang for the First Lady. So the PA had the First Lady stuff. So she told me, "Hey Edna, carry this to the plane. We will join you. Just go ahead." So when I arrived at the plane entrance, I had to laugh because I saw one of the major there, and I was like, "Afande, I know you don't know me, but this is me, and I know that I'm not allowed to board the plane, but I don't know what to do. I have this stuff for Excellency." So then the major said, "Oh my goodness! So let me talk to the pilot because he's more senior than him." So they had to contact the rear and say we have an officer ABCD. So that's how I ended up to be inside the plane, and we went ahead to Sagana. So we had training for like 2 weeks in Sagana, and then now the procedure of me traveling as an officer with Her Excellency to the marathon in London. So that's how it starts, and all that, and that's how it happened. So at we went back. I went back because I didn't have any clothes and all that. So I request the PA to head to Nairobi, and that's how I went again with the plane to Nairobi to look for my clothes, some stuff there, and then
Hey, hey.
I went back. It's God's blessing. Then
Wow.
I went back to Sagana again, now to start training with Our Excellency for the preparation for London. So then we went to London. So as a military officer or as a civil servant, you are not allowed to travel before a clearance letter and all that. So the military did that for me. I really appreciate the KDF so much for all that. And we went to London, everything we did nicely, and I was part of the run, although I joined Excellency at 21 kilometers, whereby I was carrying her stuff. Everything that she was drinking, I had it. And when she came to 21 kilometers, she had to stop to take some strong tea mixed with honey and pancakes that I was carrying. So I had all that stuff for her. And
Hey, hey. So how did it feel that uko hapa kwa hapa na first lady? You know that ka feeling. How was it?
I always thank God for that.
So how long did you serve in her office?
So I didn't know about what was coming ahead because His Excellency was also there in London. So we had kuna mahali tulienda choma. We went for a choma
Hey.
after the race. So that was when His Excellency introduced me to Mama Ngina, the mother.
The shush,
Yeah, so she introduced me to her, and then he said he called one of the his closest people. So he said, "Hey, make sure that Edna comes to State House on Thursday." I still remember Thursday.
It was on a Thursday.
Yeah. So, and that is how I started my work as the ADC to the First Lady. I stayed for just a couple of some years. I don't know if it is over as at now, but it might be off because now I came out from the military. So it depends on when, but maybe up to like 2016 May, somewhere there or somewhere. Yeah, but my record still stays as it is. So some stuff we don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. Now I can imagine you told us your village. It is
Yes.
so rural. Even electricity imekuja juzi.
Juzi mwezi wa tano before nikuja US.
A girl from that rural village serving in First Lady's office. Huyo ni Mungu.
Ni Mungu. I usually say that throughout.
That's
And
God's favor and blessing.
yes, I usually thank God for the favor and the blessings. All through my life, anyway, has not been like, it's been a blessing from God. That's
Yes.
why I really appreciate and I thank God, and I say I'll serve him forever.
Yeah, because his love is amazing.
Yes.
Tunasemanga kwa Kikuyu, I don't know if you understand that. Gai darora gai. God does not look at your face. He's not a respecter of persons.
And
It doesn't matter where you come from.
yes.
If God says it is Edna,
If he says it's yes and
it is
amen.
yes and amen.
Mm-hmm.
His word is
So,
fine.
so can you imagine having like riding with Her Excellency in Afieko and all those other stuff? It's I usually don't know how to explain it, but
I can
it's
imagine the feeling. The first day, that first day that you boarded a car.
yep. We went to so many, usually those, yeah, but we went to so many functions. We went to the World Forum in Nigeria with her. We went to so many functions in Kenya, especially the passage of the women, the youth ladies in Masai area, because now the FGM has been turned now to not FGM really, but an educational process that the rights of the girls on the Masai community.
Yeah.
So that I went with her to the graduation on that, and so many other functions within status. So many visitors coming from out, Ban Ki-moon, and so many dignitaries and all that. So,
Oh my goodness, Edna, you are blessed. You highly favored.
amen.
I can say that. So now, what did you do, or what made you now to leave that prestigious position because it is prestigious, and now you decided I can hear them.
Okay, let me take you back again to when I was really actively playing in the national team. Went ahead in representing some of the clubs outside. One of them was in Turkey. I played for a club there, that is Bursa Club, and the DSC club in Turkey, and also played for a club in Seychelles, Friends Volleyball Club in Seychelles. Played for Shabab team we call it Shabab team in Dubai. Uh, Played for a club also in Abu Dhabi, and then the last one that I usually go maybe like some few days. Played for a club from Olympic team from Jordan. So all these, that's why I usually say I'm somebody who is hardworking and really focused and goal oriented. So when I exit from there is the rotation in the military, but at the moment we really don't have that rotation now. I think the only person that is there at the moment with Our Excellency is from the police side. So like even you see the ADC of His Excellency is not the one that was there before. So this kind of staff are always there. So that also makes, I'm not settling in just one place. I see what else can I do, you
Yeah.
know. And then in between here, I met my husband, who is a citizen of the US. That's why I'm here now. So
Yay. Edna alipata mtu ama tu. Edna, congratulations. Which year was that?
that was 2016. 2017 is when I realized, okay, it seems that imambo si mbaya sana. So 2017 nilitembea huku for like I had to ask for my leave, so I came here on my leave. Then I went back. I think I came again in 2018, and then my husband came to Kenya. So what we do anyway, we have a foundation. First of all, I started Aspire Sports. Aspire Sports deals with sports. It's a company, it's a limited company. And then later on, when my husband, I had a problem with the shipping stuff from outside, because when you ship stuff to Kenya, and you have a limited company, sometimes it's hectic on some taxes and all that.
Yeah.
So we started Aspire Foundation with my husband, that we are doing it up to now, together with Aspire Sports and Courageous Path. And Courageous Path is for massage and all other lady stuff, oils and all that. So we help the needy. So that's why my husband was coming to Kenya. We had that the functions, going to the children's home, going to the prisons department. I remember my husband went all the way to Kapenguria prisons, where we met some inmates, women with children. Can you imagine, with children inside the prison? So we had all those kinds of stuff. So that's what we do.
Wow.
So then last year, but one, I decided, okay, as a civil servant, as a military person, of course, you are not supposed to be married by someone from another country.
You're not allowed to do that?
No. No.
So what did you do?
Yeah. So we decided when we decided that I had seen, okay, this has gone to an extra.
Penzi moto moto. Hey. Ukasema wacha niende na mapenzi.
So I decided, okay, it's a long, you have to make decisions. Yeah. That's why sometimes you need to make a strong decision sometimes,
Tough decisions.
Yes, very tough and strong ones. So, so I said, because now it was going to the extent of now marriage, so I'm not allowed to be married with someone from outside. So I decided to now ask for my early retirement. But you see, from 2001 up to
2017,
2018 is when now I decided to give up that. So that was it.
And before I continue, I want to show our viewers something here. Edina, I want to show our people something here. I want to share my screen here. And we go to Chrome tab. Utajua hujui.
Oh, wow.
I want to show them something. We want to know who you are. Tunataka kukujua. So this is our lovely Edna here.
I've been playing volleyball since high school. I've dedicated over 20 years to this sport. My training was intense. It was tough, but I had to overcome. I faced many opponents. I had the courage. I had my teammates and my fans too. I'm now the ambassador for several organizations. My mentorship programs go beyond our borders. My awards speak for themselves. All this without any drugs. Stay clean, win right. I have been playing what
Niko.
Wacha nikwambia, mimi hizo siwezi fanya. I will move to Kansas and be your neighbor.
Karibu sana.
For my sister mpaka nimesikia Kiwaru.
You're most welcome. That's all bado unanipata. Although when you are a sports person, you are a sports person. Like when they say a soldier is always a soldier.
Yeah.
So it remains that way.
Yeah, you look at you. Look at you. The way you are. So flexible. Maybe I can't do anything. Right now, what I can do is just walking and eating.
Yeah. I remembered, before I came, my sister also got a scholarship to come to the US to play volleyball. That was 2006 when we were playing together in the national team for Kenya. Viola Rotich, if somebody still knowing that. So she came to the US, and after graduating from university, she's not doing anything now. She used to tell me, you know what, I'm not even running or doing this, so I understand.
I want to be your neighbor. So right now, Edna.
Yes.
state are you in? Myself, I know you are near you are my neighbor. You are my neighbor. But tell the audience, where do you live now? Maybe
I,
you are neighbor to someone else.
I live here in Kansas, in a place called Topeka.
Topeka.
Yeah, Topeka.
Oh my goodness.
People call Topeka, Topeka. It depends on the accent. Some of us can
Yeah.
imagine from Goigaro village. So I'm in the Midwest. Can you imagine being in a family? I'm number 6. I'm in the middle, and then
Mid.
I came to the mid of the U.S. So I'm in the middle.
Hapo sasa. Yeah, we are neighbors here. Kansas, Texas,
Yeah.
neighbors. I think it is 3 hour. Maybe hapo hivyo. 3, 4,
Yes,
5 hours.
around, somewhere there.
So one day we are going to do a video live, one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one.
It will be soon.
Yeah, really appreciate.
So Edna amepata mtu, amekuja majuu.
Yeah, most people. Okay, my name, my second name is my husband's name. The name that people know so much is Edna Rotich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have to adapt Edna Simmons.
Okay, now our viewers, they are here, they are watching. They are like, we have tried green card, we are waiting for the results.
Yes.
Edna ametuambia there can be another pathway. So, Edna, people would like to know, you met your husband during your work,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Olympics, marathons, hizo zote. Volleyballs, hizo zote. So that is like networking. You network with people, you meet people from different places, and you never know what the result will be.
Yep.
Right now, we have an event coming up in Nairobi.
Is it, how did you put it? Greet and meet Shiko Hope.
Meet and greet.
Meet and greet Shiko Hope. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Can you tell someone who is in Nairobi that some things like this, ndizo hizo zinatengeneza hizo ma networks? Ebu waongeleshe.
Wow, somebody is calling. I don't know which side. Thank you so much, Shiko Hope. By the way, I didn't start by thanking you on what you're doing. Because so many people come to the US without knowing really where to start or how do you do to make it to come to the US, and all the procedures that you've been doing for the green card. It's really awesome. And I'd like to tell viewers, networking is key, because when I think of like, okay, I want to go to a place like Japan, I have people there. If I want to go to a place like Netherlands, I have people there. If I want to go to a place like France, I know some people there. So networking is really key. And what helped me more is the sports thing. Because like if I want, there are some of the conference that we usually attend. Like I used to go to like a place like Botswana for the conference for women and sport. I was also invited one time to go to Japan for the for anti-doping. That is I was the guest from Africa to attend the Asia and Oceania anti-doping seminar. So can you imagine meeting Shiko from the US in Nairobi? That will be a great plus, So many people that I went to meet in Japan at that time during the conference or during the seminar are the people that I still relate up to now. I couldn't know that there is a place called Maldives. There is a place called Maldives, that's a country. So I have some people from Maldives that attended the seminar that we were together in the same program. So can you imagine talking to Shiko Hope one-on-one in Nairobi? So guys, meet and greet Shiko Hope in Nairobi. It will be a great, great event. You'll know more about green card. You'll know more about scholarship. You'll know the stages of you to go through when you are doing your application for the green card and all other stuff. And and the goodness of the US,
Yes, and also networking with other people other than Shiko Hope.
Yeah.
Other people.
Like now, if it wasn't for Shiko Hope, you'll not have seen Edna, or you'll not have known the story of Edna. So it's always nice to meet with and interact with the people.
Yes, it helps a lot. You might get your host there, your future host,
Yep.
your future life partner, like our sister Edna. You never know. You might get or meet a future employer. Networking
Yep.
is the key.
Yep.
So Edna, you told me Uganda, Kenya. Uganda, your event, right?
Even if I'll not attend live, I will also attend on my end.
On your end,
I would wish to really attend, and I'll see what we can do on our side. We will chat inbox, so don't worry about it.
yeah.
Please meet Pico Hope. It's really
Oh, yeah. So the event that we are talking about will be held on 13th December. It will be on a Monday, extension of Jamhuri Day, because Jamhuri Day will be on Sunday, so the event will be on Monday. So hakuna kusema iti nitakuwa job, it will be a public holiday. So everyone is invited.
Yeah.
And all the information itapita kwa screen yako. We are paying 1,000 Kenyan shillings to cater for the lunch, for the breakfast, for the housing, the shelter, and everything.
Yep.
So I can't wait to meet all of our viewers and many more people from US, from wherever they are coming from. You just come that day and you are going to see for yourself.
And I know you will be live. We will be watching from our end, and maybe you can do a live event for us who are here in the States. We can also follow you there and even greet people from there. So please don't miss. You can hear Edna talk about scholarships. You can hear me talk about this other path.
Yeah, so many paths to US.
And there are so many opportunities to people here. So it's really great.
Yeah, so Edna, there is one thing I told you we shall revisit. We shall revisit. So your better half, was
Yes.
he doing volleyball or was he doing some other different game?
He was doing boxing and running also. Yeah, and running, not really that competitive. Did you realize that people in the US here they run like normal, yani, it's not for competition, but they do that all the time.
Yeah, for their physical fitness.
Yeah, for their physical fitness, as for their health.
All right.
And then again, now he was supporting me also so much on the foundation. What I was doing by then, that was on the side of Aspire Sports, reaching to the needy athletes and reaching to the children's home. So he was part of our beneficiaries so much. He was part of our. He brought us to where that Aspire Sports was known. Aspire Foundation was also known. So it's all because of him and his friends and family members.
Wow. And let me ask you this. Aspire Foundation, is it based in Kenya?
Yes, all of them are in Kenya. Aspire Sports and Aspire Foundation in Kenya. We have a website. I'll maybe share on the link, maybe, or you can check on me on my Facebook. I think my Facebook name still Edna Simmons. The page is Edna Rotich Simmons. YouTube sijakuwa nini sana, but I was sharing with people the basics of scholarships here. So if you have something there, you can also check on some of the your
YouTube is here. Aspire to Inspire. Let me set the link so people can join you over there and subscribe, because you are doing amazing, my sister.
Thank you so much, Shiko.
Nimeichungulia huko nikakuona ukifanya matizi, nikasema is this Edna? Aspire to Inspire. I want to share the link.
Oh my goodness. So when I came here, Shiko, I found people back home asking for the scholarships and or wanting to come and study here, job opportunities. So I usually tell people, it's good to invest somewhere. It's good to invest, like if you have an opportunity to come and study in the US, because like even if you go outside where I live here, you can find some signs everywhere saying we are hiring, we are hiring. So
Yes.
it's not like Kenya whereby you cannot have a sign or a post or saying that they are hiring. And I know it's really crazy for the graduates in Kenya who have not gotten the job. So I usually tell people, don't lose hope. You can still do the networking, like meeting Shiko Hope, and you can know more. Like today, you've met me, and we also always do the some of the videos. So I got a lot of messages, people asking all these questions, and I say, let me do it on wholesale. I can, because sometimes somebody can ask, and now can I come to the US to study? So I ask, do you have a passport? Then they say no. So I said, okay, let me go back to basics and tell them, you need to have these two stuff. I think, Shiko, you have your new passport, yeah?
Yes, I do. I have the new one. Where?
Great. You need to have things like this. That is the yellow card fever. And I, what I'm happy about the US is about their health stuff. When I came here, I forgot about the stuff that I was given long time ago when I was young. I don't know what we call those stuff.
The BCG shot.
Yeah, measles, mumps, rubella, all that. So I got mine here. So sometimes you can say you don't want to invest on something because everything needs money. What Shiko Hope is telling you about the green card, you use money. So, and that is kind of an investment. Like, okay, for me, before when I was coming to the US, before I used my visitor's visa coming in and going back. But now I'm married to a US citizen, so I have to go through some of the stages, in doing all this stuff. And mine, as we decided to use a lawyer, and lawyers' fees sometimes can go up to around 4,000. That is 400,000 Kenya shillings, right?
Yeah.
400,000 Kenya shillings. So
Yeah.
that is it. You see, also you need to pay the Department of Homeland Security in terms of like your filing fee, immigration visa petitioning, adjustment of application status, work and travel authority, all this stuff. You use money. That's around 535. And then there is the 1,225, all those stuff that I've said. There is again the medical exam, because I had to go through the medical exam. Shiko, you know how it is.
Costly.
Yeah, it's costly. So sorry for the light. It's coming from my window, and yeah, the setup of our office is just like that. So sorry for that. It's really so bright. So the medicals, you have to go. They check on your blood. They check on the physical part. They check on the TB. It's called TB, tuberculosis.
Yeah.
So all those entails money. So it's like we've used around almost 600,000 Kenya shillings. So, but that we are not seeing it as we have lost money. We are seeing it as our investment with our family, because there's so many stuff. Now I'm happy that I'm with my family here. Although our daughter is still back in Kenya, she's a Form 4 candidate. So, and
She will join us.
yeah, God willing, she will be here. So so I usually tell people when Shiko Hope say that you need to feel, is it DS 260 on the green card side?
Yeah.
DS 260, you have to use money. When I was filling on my visitor's visa, you have to fill the DS 160. Yes, DS 160, and you're using around 16,000 Kenya shillings. When you get a visa in the embassy again,
You
have to pay like $50 again extra. So all this don't see it. I know sometimes people will say, hey, this is very expensive, but you are looking on 40 years to come, or 30 years to come, or 50 years to come, or your lifetime. So it's always very, very, very appreciated.
Still on that issue of money.
Yes.
People apply for green card, but we tell them green card application is free, but after you get selected, it is not free at all.
Yes.
We plan and organize this event that is coming on the 13th, and we charge only 1,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yep.
Making this event a platform for you to network, socialize, and everything. And you hear people say, "Igekuwa free, igekuwa free." You wonder, what if you win green card? Utatoa wapi hizi pesa za process? You know, sometimes you wonder. Sio free.
Lazima watu wafungue mifuko.
Yeah. People can't come to meet you on an open place.
Yes.
Hakuna shelter, mushinde huko mkichomwa na majua in the name of free things. How it makes sense.
And then you'll be giving them something to eat, you know.
But it is only $10. You want to.
I think we have a culture back home. I'm not saying it's bad, but we really need to think much further. Like Shiko, when you go to a restaurant here, maybe you are going with your friends. Mm-hmm. Do you pay, or they pay for you?
You pay for yourself.
Yes. So that is something that in Kenya we still have, like when you have friends going to a party, or your friends going to a restaurant, you want to eat, your friend has welcomed you to come for dinner or lunch, the friend pays for you. But here it's different, you know. So please don't see 1,000 as a lot of money. It's an investment that you're seeing in Shiko Hope. If now Shiko Hope, she will be live, she will be networking you guys with some other people. Maybe look, for example, Edna now. I can be somebody's host.
Yeah.
Not somebody, you know.
But you know what? If someone comes to me and tells me, Shiko, I need a host. Lakini pale kwa nini, I saw your commenting negatively, I can't host you.
Yeah.
I can't recommend my friend to host you because you have shown you don't appreciate.
Yeah.
Yes, depend on free things, which is not possible.
That is something that we really need to learn. And
yeah. So Edna, thank you so much for gracing our show today.
I really appreciate Shiko. It's
we love your humility. You're so humble. God bless you. We can see God's favor in your life. You're so much blessed.
Yep. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I always thank all this to God. And
we really appreciate it. This was just one part of our show. When I will be back, Edna, we'll do another show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll be available. And because the thing is that we want people to learn some stuff. Like the way you're doing a great job. And that is the way to go. And I usually tell people in Kenya, it's all about investment, that you're investing on your future. Like for the youth, if you can still run and get a scholarship to come to the US, why don't you run? If you can play volleyball and still get a scholarship for volleyball, whereby you're not coming to pay anything here, you know, all this, it's really vital. For the youth, let's say those people in the university, or those who want to go to the university, I still see that you can still go out and do your masters. You can still go out and do your undergraduates if you have that opportunity.
Yeah.
And the best thing here in the US, you can study at any age.
Oh, yeah. Me at that 3, I am at school. I joined school when I was that 1.
You know,
I know someone who is 50. In the same school, the same class.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that. I usually say I'm not settling for less. So, being a KDF officer in Kenya and playing international volleyball as an international volleyball player, I'm now in the US. I'm not settling for less.
No.
And I am now 40. So it's an honor to begin something great for my life.
Exactly.
And I've seen so many opportunities here. And
Mm-hmm.
the other thing that I've also seen here is that they value the veterans. Veterans are those people who have served, and
Yeah.
it's really so nice. I saw a comment. Somebody commented that he was asking for how to join the military here.
Mm.
There's from the I shared on my Facebook, and somebody asked, please explain how to join the military in the US. So you have to be a permanent resident or a citizen. Those two things.
Yeah.
And I usually tell people, you're still young. Why don't you explore?
Mm. Let me tell you one thing. One way of exploring is through networking. Right now, you have a foundation in Kenya, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Two, actually, it is like two: the foundation and the sports, right?
Yes.
If someone can network with you, you never know. That one can be one of the pathways.
Yes.
Mm.
We have
And
consequences.
yes, yes. And I have just posted your link to the YouTube channel, so people can
Oh,
see your channel, subscribe, follow you on Facebook, Edina Simon, that is your name,
mm-hmm.
and you never know what comes
Yep.
after this. Hmm?
I can see on some people are still sending some friend requests on Edna Simon's page, but I think it's over 5,000. Okay, you can follow, or you can go to the page that I started, Edna Rotich Simon's page itself, or you can follow me on YouTube.
Aspire to inspire. The link for the YouTube is hiyo iko hapo. Nisha post hapo kwa comments.
Thank you so much, Shiko, for sharing that.
Yeah, because you have done videos and we are coming back, Edna, to take through the visitor visa,
Yes.
how it went.
Yes.
I know that it's an experience on its own, and then the challenges that you are still going through because you are still new in this country.
Yes.
The challenges, the benefits, what the whole experience. So we are coming back, Edna. This was
Yeah.
a small introduction.
I have all that package for you,
Oh
Shiko.
yes. So this is just one show. We'll be back with Edina tuingie ndani sana how she went through the whole process, the visitor visa, everything, life in America.
Yep.
Haufanyi hizo volleyball, tuambie unafanya nini? Hatujui saa hii unafanya nini. We don't know unashinda kwa office, ma unashinda wapi, hatujajua. So next show, which will be later, tutapanga.
Yes.
Tutakuja and we shall continue from where we have stopped today.
Yep.
Thank you so much, my sister. I really, really salute you.
Thank you so much. Nimekuja nikapata saluti ya US ni hivi. Si kama ile yetu ya Kenya ni hivi. So
yeah,
Shiko, I was saying that if I was still that age of the military, you might not be. Maybe I could have. Now there is that transitioning, but now because of the age also has limit me, I'm now 40 plus.
Transition. So, can you transition from Kenyan military man to US military man?
No. You cannot transition, but you can change. You can, like, if my age was still allowing me to enter the US, I can do that. Because now I'll be a permanent resident, right?
Oh, yes.
So if my age was still allowing me to enter the military, I can do that. That's why.
Nikakwambia we adopt, I be one of your girls,
Imagine. So that's why I tell people back home there's so many things. There is that other one that you can come to study those courses that translates you to the green card.
Yes.
So Shiko, we will share all that. We have
subsequent shows. Do have a lot to talk about.
Yep. Sorry for the lighting. In fact, it's also affecting my eyes, but don't worry.
Sawa, tumemaliza. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much, Edina, for gracing our show. Let us go to Edina's YouTube channel. The link is in the comment section. And I will watch those videos. and you never know, you might learn a thing or two. And then, guys, don't forget, we are meeting on 13th December, Curry Garden. What you only needed to do is to pay 1,000 Kenyan shillings, lipa na M-Pesa till number 5606513 Surflink. Tunalipa na till number 5606513. Tupatane Curry, networking, Majul, you never know what you're gonna gain on that. Thank you so much, Edna. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Shiko. I really appreciate all the fans. Thank you so much. Don't miss this meet and greet Shiko Hope in Nairobi. Please make sure you subscribe on our channel and learn more from her. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.